In the name of God, in the name of who without doubt is capable and voice, welcome to your own channel. I hope all of you be healthy and fine. Welcome to another episode of Learning AutoCAD 2021. Actually, in this episode, I want to get information about all commands of the AutoCAD in one part or in two parts. So let's start it. When you are installing the AutoCAD, by clicking the AutoCAD, the new page will open, and this is the new page. In here we have three parts. One, we have notifications, or recent documents, and get started. In notifications, every notification about the updation, about the new versions, about the new programs that the corporation of or the company of the AutoCAD that produces, it will come in here. It will get notification about you. And after that, we have in here, if you see, connect. In connect, what we have in here, if you sign in the Autodesk company, or if you sign on the website of the Autodesk, so you will be on that time the part of the Autodesk corporation, and you can access to another programs, another projects. You will see that projects, and you will get idea, and you can work every projects. And also you can send us feedback about the products of the Autodesk company. In here, the recent documents that you worked, you have in here. Just by left clicking, it will open. And in here is a get started. By clicking here, our drawing will start. But in here, if you see in here, we have template. What is the template in here? If I click on this arrow, in here we have different template with different properties. In here we have, by clicking on every of these things, DWT is the code of the we can say or prefix of AutoCAD. By clicking every of them, it will open. Architecture template, civil template, manufacturing, imperial, manufacturing metric system, and also you can also create a new sheet or new template in here by clicking in here. So I just choose the default template of the AutoCAD. So clicking by in here, it will open. After the opening of the AutoCAD, in here, if you see, we have different options, different things. But first of all, what should we do? First of all, you have to know that this area that you see in here, it's called drawing area. This area that you see in here, it is called command bar. Command bar, or we can say toolbars also we can say. And this area or this menu that you see, it's called menu bar. After the opening of the AutoCAD, the first thing that you should do, you should determine your units. So how we can determine our units? The shortcut of the units in the AutoCAD is UN. Boy, just click, okay? Just click the just write UN and enter. New page will be open. And also you can also, if you want, if you don't like to use shortcut in AutoCAD, also by menu bar or in here, if you see by menu bar also you can find units. In here we have a format. Go to the format menu. After the format menu, come in here in units. By clicking units, the new page will be open. So it's up to you that you use shortcut or you use menu bars. But shortcut, it will not waste your time. Just in the less time you get your purpose. So just you enter, the new page open. In here you see one, we have length and then we have angle. In length section, here we have type of the length. You know, we have type of the numbers. natural numbers, real numbers. In here also it's like this. Yeah, you need architecture. It means like a ratio 1/2, 3/2, like this. Or you want decimal numbers, engineering numbers, fractional numbers, scientific number, everything that you like it, you choose it. So I choose decimal number, okay, and precision, how much or how many place it will be. So I choose 3 place. And in here, if you see angle, for example, we want to our roof of our project be slopely. So by drawing the slope shape or parabolic shape, we need angle. So we have to. So if we need angle, we should have a unit also for our angle. So in here you can choose it. In here also your angle be in grad, radian, surveyor unit, degree, minute, second, or decimal degree. It's not necessary that in here you choose decimal. In here also you choose decimal. In here you choose 0.3 place of number. In here also you should choose 3 place of number. No, it's not necessary. It's not mandatory. It's an option. Okay. Also I choose, for example, 2 or 3. In here we have insertion scale. Which scale you want to use? For example, I choose the centimeter. You can choose centimeter. And here, if you see lighting, in here we have, you know that we have 2 type of the units. One international units and then American units. If you want to use American units, choose American units. And if you want to use international units, choose international units. Then we have direction. In direction, what then? You know that we have coordinate system, and for drawing the project or for working on a project, when you design your home, one thing that you should remember that the in front view of your building or your structure must be in the front of the wind load. So in every place the direction of wind load is different. So you should find where is the direction of the wind load. According to this, you should set the front view of your building. So this is also like this. And also you can so how we set that? By coordinate system. If you set east, it means your coordinate system will start into east and then come into the west, north, and south. If you start north, your coordinate system will start from the north. West, your project starts from the west. So just in almost in every zones, almost in almost zones, it is east because of the direction of wind load is from east. So I choose the east. But you can now you know what is the meaning of this. So okay, and yet we don't have anything else. I just click it okay. After determining of the units, another thing that we have, you know that we have, you know, this area, drawing area, is a unrestricted area, but we don't need an unrestricted area because our project is restricted. It means we know the dimension of our project. When we work a project, we know the dimension of our project. How much is its length, weight, and etc. So because of this, we should restrict our area. How we should restrict our area? Why we restrict our area? Because we say to AutoCAD that we need this area just. For example, we need this area just. We don't need anything else. So in that case, we have to determine or we have to restrict our area. So how we can restrict our area? Just by typing of the limits, limits. Restrict. When I say restrict, it means we are in a limit area. So limits, by enter of the limits, we have to determine our upper and lower side. It means how much is our lower, okay, how much is our lower dimension, and how much is our upper dimension. Okay, in here, if you typing the limits, after that you have to write the 0, and if I'm writing, if I'm clicking comma, it will go in the other place, that is belong to weight. It's also I'm writing 0, and after that enter. In here you have to determine the length and weight. How much will be our length? For example, 10,000. Comma. If you click comma, it goes on to other place that belongs to weight. Here also I'm writing 10,000. Just by enter. Now we restricted our area. How we see our area, that which area is belong for us? Just by Z enter and E enter. Just by Z enter and E enter. Now this area is our area. Now this area by this scale is our area. And also if you enter the Z and E, that area that you drawing, or that area that you will draw on that area, it will count. Okay, Z is the shortcut of the zoom, and A or E, it will show that area that we are drawing on it. This is all about the limits. And also when you want to find the area, if you find limits by menu bar, just go to the format, and here also we have the limits. Okay, so where is the limits? In here it must be our limit in format menu. So maybe in some version it is not, but it must be in here in format menu, the limits. So okay, so now what should we do now? Another thing that we have to know is that the first thing that we have in here, if you see in here, as I told, there's a called command bar or toolbar, menu bar, and it's called command video menu. Okay, so now we are going to start the line. In here, the first command that we have, it is actually line. In line, what should we do? If I click the line, you can draw the line for every shape that you want. Just by enter, you skip from the command, and also by enter again, you will return for your last command. You see, in here we cannot, for example, in here if you see, we cannot draw a direct line. If you see, so if you see, we cannot draw a direct line. So how we can draw a direct line? Just in here we have a command in AutoCAD by the name of the F8 Ortho. Just click the F8. Now if you see in here, Ortho on. Okay, now if you draw the line, if you see, we draw line directly. Okay, but just by enter, you will escape from the command, or by escape search. Now it's all about the line. And also, what is the shortcut of the line? The shortcut of the line is L. Just just type L and enter. You access to L line, enter or escape, and just also by enter you return to your last command. Enter. In here, if you see, I'm typing the L and enter. In here, if you see, we can also determine the dimension of our line. For example, in here we can determine, or also we can draw the line by dimension. How? I'm typing the L. After that, we have to choose the one point of our line. For example, I want to start my line from this part. Now I want to my line be 30 meter. So our units is in centimeter. So 30 meter we have to change, or we have to convert to centimeter, that it will become 300. Just right click in here, just write 300, and after that escape, and this line is a 30 meter. So how we believe that this line is 30 meter? In here, if you see, we have dimension. Okay, in here, if you see, we have dimensions, or the shortcut of dimensions is DAL. What DAL? DAL, not just one enter. If you write DAL, just do double enter. Now, one dimension, see, is a 300. And also, by clicking in here, by double clicking in here, okay, in 3, you can change the this value. For example, 300 and meter. For example, enter, and now escape. Okay, now it is. And also, if you see, it's a very small, and you can change also the size of this, but we will study this section in the dimension section. Okay, so now, for example, you have another line L. I want to draw a line from in here up to for example 45 meter. It means 450 centimeter. And then in here, in upside direction or lower direction, for example, I write 35, so 350. Okay, in here, and then we should come in here also 450, and in here also we should come up to 350. Enter. And now if you go in dimension, or DAL double enter, this dimension we are in here, and this direction DAL double enter. If you see that 35, and it's also 35 45 meter. So it's all about the line. Another thing that I want to say for you in the line, we can choose, or we can click the line in here, we can select, or also by typing the L enter, we can choose the line command. In here, I want to draw a line for example 20 meter, so 200 centimeter, and then for example 50 meter. Now in here also, if you see in here how we draw parallel or exactly with same dimension the line. If you see, come in here up to in here like this. If you see, in here is a line. Okay, if you see in here, this green line will come and says that in this point your dimension of line is same with that line. Okay, in this point, just click in here and in here, and here it's a not mandatory that you go up to in here or type the dimension. Just click the C. C it means close, and enter. It will automatically close the sheet. So another thing that we have to know, in a line also we can draw a line by the angle. So how? I'm writing the typing the L, enter. In here, if you see, the first place or the first place that we have, it's belong to length, and the second is belong to the the angle. So how we can draw the angle? If you write or if you type the L, after that you have to click to add. It means shift and plus 2, add. After that you have to determine, first of all, in which place our line will start. For example, in here. After that, line enter in here. Then shift plus 2. Shift plus 2. Okay. Line. Shift plus 2. And in here, for example, 35 meter, comma, you have to determine your angle. For example, 45. Enter. Enter. It is the line. It is a line. So it is the line for 35 meter. If you see here, is a 35 meter. Mm. 35 meter, and by the angle of the 45. How we know that our angle is 45? Now we know that how we know our dimension, or by DAL, double enter, or by near. So how we know our angle? This is our angle. So now we are knowing that how we can determine the dimension of our line. Now how we know that this line have 45 degree, or drawn up to 45 degree? So just enter, and you have to draw a helping line in here like this. Now by enter the DAN, not DAL, DAN, it means dimension angular, DAN, one enter. Now this line and this line, everything that this line is, it will come. If you see, you can determine it. So after that, what we have, it's all about the line. And another thing that also we can draw the line, or we can change the thickness of our line, we can change the color of our line, and other things. So another thing, that if you're going to the format menu, in here you have drawing limits. By clicking drawing limits, you can determine your limit. Another thing that we have to know, how we can change our color of our line. Just COL, enter. And here I can choose the red color. Okay, now right, you will see our line become red. And also in here, by in here also you can choose, for example, red. Enter, it changed to red. In here also you can determine your thickness of your line. For example, I choose 0.30. Now enter, it becomes 0.30. If you see in here, this and this, okay. And for example, I choose 0.60. Enter. it will change to 0.60. And also in here is a type of your line. For example, in here, if you see in here, I want to show all line types. Load. In here we have different types of the line. Every line that you want, you can choose. For example, zigzag, okay, current, okay. And for example, this type of color, and it's also 1.58. Now enter. If you see, it will be 6. So it's all about the dimension of your line, that you can, in here you can choose your color of your line, or by shortcut of COL also you can choose your color of your line. And also in here you can choose your thickness of your line, and here type of your line. In here go to the other, or in here I can choose the pile layer. So it's all about the layer, that what we have on the layer. Then another thing that we have in here, if you see, we have polyline. So what is the function of the polyline? Just polyline. In polyline you can draw anything. It's actually freehand. Okay, I of the ortho by FA. Okay, polyline is a free end, or the shortcut of the polyline is a PL. Enter. You can draw anything. Okay, it's a freehand. Line is not a freehand, but it's a freehand. You can draw anything that you want by polyline, and it will. And also, for example, it is a very useful for drawing the door of our plant. For example, suppose that in here we have a project like this. In here we need a in here it is our one room, and in here we need a door in here. So how we can draw the door in here? Just in here, if you see, in here we have to draw a door. So in here by polyline, PL enter, W enter. Okay, PL enter, then 8 enter, or we can say PL enter, W enter. Oh, just what? PL enter. Just choose your point, then W enter, and then choose your thickness. For example, I choose 8. 8 is for meter, so we have to work for centimeters. So 800, you can choose it. Okay, then enter. Or you can like this, you can choose your thickness, or you can change your thickness. Okay, PL enter. Okay, or you can, and also in here you by arc A or C, F8 off, you can choose your, and in here by TAR, it's just roughly. Okay, you can delete this, and this is too much, you can get less dimension. So it's all about the usage of the polyline, that what is usage of the polyline. Okay, after that, when we want to get the radius for our polyline, how we can get radius for our polyline? You can also change the weight of your polyline by PL enter and W enter. And how we can get radius for our polyline? Just PL enter, H enter. So for example, PL enter, in here I write H. If you see, a polyline with radius. First radius you have to determine, and then second radius you should determine. So after the polyline is all about the polyline, and after that we have circle. The shortcut of circle is also C, or you can also draw the circle by the 3 point, 2 point, by radius, by diameter. For example, shortcut of circle is C. I click C, and here choose a point. Then how much radius you want? For example, for 230 radius, I want to draw a circle. It's a circle with the radius of the 23. Here, if you go come 460 diameter, it means 230 radius. Okay. In here, if you click in here in arrow in here, by radius you want to draw this circle, by diameter you want to draw, by 2 point you want to draw. For example, you have a line F8 on, you have a line in here, and you have a line in here. I want to draw a circle by that it will be have 1 point with this two line. It means that these two lines must be tangent. It is define a tangent for our circle. So just go in here and click 2 point. Now 1 point in here, and where is our another point? Another point is in here. Okay. Or for example, it's our one line, and it's our second line. Enter. Now go to the 2 point. It's our 1 point, and it's our second point. Okay. And also in here, if you go in here, we have 3 point. For example, we have three line. One line in here,